70 with a crosswind. That's, it goes on the highway. It's not really safe, but it drives. Yeah, but I'm super excited for next weekend. Super excited. Get to go dove hunting. Hopefully they're flying decently. We haven't got rain, but they did plant that maize, so. Pretty much how every piece of property or land that has trails is out here. Just sandy grass and sticker burrs everywhere. I hate sticker burrs, like passionately hate sticker burrs. Hopefully there's no nails in anything. People like to dump stuff everywhere around here. I guess this town is kind of known as like a crackhead town, I guess you could say. It's really not a bad town. It's pretty quiet, especially in the little private neighborhood thing that I live in. It's a cool little trail I've never been on, and I hit my GoPro. I've never been back here before. They can't go back too far. I don't think we can. Ooh, I do not want to get a flat. This is so disgusting. Like, why do people do this? I feel like I should be strapped when I'm back here. How many people actually ride with pistols, and where do you put them to where they're easily accessible but still concealed? I don't like to be a target for people. Oof. I'm gonna stall it. That's what I'm gonna do. I do not want to drive through that. YOLO. Well, I think this is where the trail pretty much ends at. Can I get out down this way? Ruh-roh. That is deep down there, and I don't want to go that way. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. I was being a little bitch back there. Probably need to get checked for ticks now. Top. into second gear. And then I panicked and was like, oh no, it's going down. Why is this thing not shifting down whenever I tell it to? How embarrassing. Stalled it. I don't need a receipt. Nah. Thanks, broski. Yeah, you too. I was parked for about a week. Get that taken out of there. I do believe that this thing might be clogged. Nope. They're about the same size, but the difference is this one has a little reservoir on it. So we're not going to need that little reservoir anymore. I'm going to do away with it, adjust the linkage on this one, and then strap it on. And with the power of editing, just like that, magic, done. All right, so I fixed that thing. That one's done. It now has brakes so that my kids don't go flying into a tree. That one, I gotta go get a battery for. This one, I tried to charge the battery and it's got a bad battery life on this thing. I'm pretty sure it sat for like over a year without a charge on it, so we'll just have to get 2 new batteries for that. But I did jump start it, and that one did start up. The other one either has a wiring issue or a bad stator. I was holding the camera kind of low there for a second. But I tried to start that one, and I'm gonna have to tear into it and see if I can't find out what the issue is with that. I'll do another video on that one. But what I've been working on is this. Got my mount on my shotgun, old trusty rusty. Needs to be stained. I was supposed to do that last year and I never did it. I'm probably gonna go head to the store here in a little while and go get some stain so I can get that stained up. And then that's ready to go onto the hunt this weekend. Hopefully the birds are flying because it has been really hot and we haven't got any water. And usually when it's like this and so early in the season, they don't fly as much and they fly really late and there's only very few of them. But I'm gonna take the hawk and then we're also gonna go and try to get us some little piggies. And then with this thing, I got some plans coming up for this thing. I'm gonna order some rods and pistons for it. And I wanna get this built and then I'm gonna find a car, get into a car, and then start with a swap on this. And I want it to be a turbo LS build. I've already gapped the rings are here. I went through and gapped each one of the rings, taped them together for which one goes with which. For each one of the cylinders I wrote on the tape and everything. I need an oil pump. I need a lot of things for this. So it needs an oil pump, because this is the stock one. I'm probably just gonna get a Millings oil pump. And then it's already got a camshaft in it. It's just probably a little thumpy comp cam. I don't even remember what the grind is on it. And then stock crank. This motor was seized and we took it all apart and cleaned everything up. And everything looked really, really good shape. Besides the fact that it looked like it never had an oil change. As you can see, it's just completely black. I mean, the motor probably has 120,000 miles on it with probably like 2 oil changes. I don't know. But I got the crank cleaned up, everything unseized. The crank turns, spins freely. Everything spins really good. And I actually did all of this about 8 months ago. And I just put some mystery oil in a little spray bottle. And I sprayed it down in the cylinders. And I don't know if you can really see in the GoPro, but they all stayed nice and greasy looking. So hopefully I can get some pistons in that thing. And then I have the stock heads, but I'd like to just find some 243s for pretty cheap. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace or something like that for a couple $100, and then do a little port job, valve job on that, and then slap those on there and run some boost through it. Hopefully if I can find a freaking car. And then for the transmission, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna go yet. If I just wanna spend the money and get like a power glide or something to go with it. Might as well, because I could do a 4L80, and then my buddy has a 4L80, had a 4L80 in his car, and I mean, it held the power good and it shifted great, but the only thing is you don't get, it's really expensive to put a trans brake in a 4L80, and why not just buy something that's already gonna handle twice the power that a 4L80 should. If I don't get anything started on this LS, I am planning on putting a turbo on my truck. I want to get one of those On3 performance kits. You can probably turbo the whole truck for about $3,500, and I use it to pull my camper a lot. My camper's not nothing huge or anything like that. It's 33 foot and it weighs about 7,100 pounds. I got bags and I use a weight distribution hitch, and so the truck and everything rides great. It's just the power issue, and it has power. I can do 65, 70, pulling it comfortably, but it just is also a heat issue. So I need to upgrade all the cooling before I do the turbo. So I need to put a bigger radiator in there and do a different thermostat, all the good stuff. Try to get that under control, because before I was seeing trans temps like going uphill, just dogging on the truck pretty hard. The trans temps were like constantly 205, and I really want to get those lowered. The transmission in it is actually built. The last time I was driving out to work in California, it took a big dump on me. The dipstick, where it connects to the bottom of the pan, had cracked and leaked all the fluid out, and that caused it to burn up. And I was really surprised that I thought that I just broke it, because I am really hard on all of my vehicles, like really hard. And so when I found out about that, I was like, well, these things, I guess, can take a beating if it wasn't me that broke it and it was just something that happened, bad luck, that might as well throw some good parts in it. And like, it's got a, I don't know which converter it has in there, I don't remember, but it is a billet converter. It's got a billet pump. Everything went through. They did all the updates to it, and he went and did some work to the valve body, so it shifts a little firmer. I asked him, he said that I could probably beat on it with 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower for a long time, and it would probably last longer than the truck would. Those Chevys are pretty known for rusting out and just having little quality issues, especially because this was like the bankrupt motors when GM was going bankrupt. But this is the truck. It's a 2012 Silverado. It's got 150,000 miles on it. I mean, it's a good little truck. It has been very, very good to me. Nothing special. Just got the regular LT with the leather, the top LT trim package that you can get. That is going to get dropped off next week because I just built that. It's got 2 Scar Audio 8s in there. The wiring's ugly. Don't look at that right now. Once I have it wrapped, I got to drop it off and get it wrapped. I'm going to get it the same leather as what's in the seat. But this will either be my next project, or I'm going to start working on that LS sitting in the garage. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, oh well, give it a dislike. Talk shit in the comments. I don't care. Thank you guys. Ow.